So, for our next segment,
Dustin Catlin.
yeah. All right, so we had a few of these put together, but yeah, sometimes in live entertainment, things don't work out as smoothly as you would like. But for our next section, we're going to call This Is Your Life. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Dustin Catlin.
He's not looking busy. That's the way to start this off here. A lot of you may still remember me back when I was a little thinner, which has never been true. I've never been thinner. But here's the thing. Tonight I came up here and I thought, my God, I'm going to be up here with Mandy again, and it's going to be Joe, and then the bitch bailed on us. And we didn't have Mandy, so the joke I was going to make about her having sex with her wife, looking like two Rottweilers fighting over an uncooked oyster, it went away. It isn't funny anymore because she's not here because I would say it to her face and she knows it. But I love Mandy and her beautiful wife, talented. It's unfortunate. Miss Esacker, I'm so sorry what I'm about to do because your son is from you and look, you know, you seem like a very nice lady. But, so, I kind of thought about what I was going to say up here, and I thought, my God, 20 years. I've known Kevin for about 14 to 16 of them. It's hard because if you've ever been at a venue of any kind with Kevin, there's a certain era of, that was funny, but it was confusing. And I noticed that because even at the premiere of the movie that I was in for Kevin, I played Bobish, which is the hippy-dippy reporter, and my grandchild. I had all my family, they're like, yay, that was on TV! I'm like, we're in a film, we're in a theater, it's not TV. It looks like a TV! I'm like, oh, fuck, he's stupid as his mother, God damn it. But the funny thing about it was, after everyone got quiet and Moose goes, yeah, because this is an asshole, or jackass, and my kid goes, jackass? Everybody heard it. And so, yeah, it explains a lot, doesn't it? But tonight, I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to make a little fun of Kevin because he deserves it. I mean, my God, look at him. Because I was going to make fun of the crowd. I'm like, my God, what happened to you people? Oh, I know I gained a little weight, but Jesus Christ, what happened to all you? I thought you were gonna do shit. I bailed out. I'm like, oh, they'll carry it all. I'm old. I just need to go away and just take care of the grandkids and grow old and die in a corner. And then you do this.
Sorry.
It's all right. You can't help yourself. I've learned that. But that's the point. I'm gonna take you down memory lane. So one night, Joe and I went to one of Kevin's art shows, and it was at a pizza parlor. And, we were going to go out in the back and mug him, but then we realized he was just at his own art show. He didn't have any money. And so Joe and I went back there to talk to Kevin. And Kevin was, excited to see someone that didn't look like they were passing through. And we're like, hey, look at your art. And I'm like, what is this? And he goes, well, it's my art. And I said, what is it? And he goes, I don't know. I was like, that's perfect. That's perfect. You shouldn't know what your art is. You know why? Because if you do know what your art is, someone's going to hold you to it. And then they're going to want the same shit. And then eventually, you're going to hate making that art. But we went out in the parking lot afterward. I kept Joe from killing him and eating him because Joe was in one of those moods. I fed him some of the local fare that night. But as we made our way through and we went out in the parking lot and I stopped Kevin and he might have thought we were going to mug him, I don't know. But we stood there for a minute and we were just jawing a bit about things that were going on. About how he, had the art show. And how he's done a couple of movies, not even his best one at that point. And that he does music and he did impersonations. And I could see that look in his eyes. And I felt very strange about it. Because what I wanted to do I couldn't. I had things that were dragging me away from the dream of being a comedian, being able to get up in front of all of you, losers or not, none of that mattered. It was that we were all losers together. And what are we going to lose? We're going to lose our fears about these things. We're going to give up all the things that Kevin somehow gave up. Somewhere along the way, that man right there gave up his fears and said, I don't know how ridiculous this is going to be. I'm going to go up on stage and I'm going to do something stupid. And I hope it makes people laugh. I was sitting in a bar that is now a siding company on a certain place near Saddle Creek, and I was doing a partial show there. I got up, did my 5 minutes or whatever, and this fellow was sitting next to me, and he goes, hey, you were up on stage with the chicken guy. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, hey, is he retarded? And I looked at him and I thought, well, I don't know about that, but he's here every Thursday. But that mayonnaise sandwich eating sister fucking retarded hillbilly got me thinking. And I said to myself, why do I like Kevin? I mean, tonight we're here to honor Kevin. Why? Why would anyone ever do that? All he ever does is confuse children and people from the age of my grandchild up to how old the fuck Moose is. And I kept thinking, what is it about this creepy little goblin that gets up on stage and says shit that I'm like, wait, what did he say? And it's not because I couldn't believe what he said, it's because I couldn't fucking understand him. And he's you're that fun ticket. And I'm like, chicken, I got that. What the hell is wrong with this guy? But then I realized what it was, and it's not that hard to come to. Even myself, I let things take me away from my dreams. He didn't. Every time I see him, I remember that night with Joe and I standing there, and I said, whatever you do, don't stop. Keep doing it. That's a little more serious than a fun night we want to have. But I realized something. He did. He kept going. When it started off, I didn't like your comedy. I still don't like your art, your music. But I realized this. You never quit. When many of us did, or many of us just couldn't bring ourselves to embarrass ourselves with the chance of doing so, you kept doing it. And now, what's come from that, huh? Chicken Boy's had himself a movie. That movie is up. A little scratch for the Chicken Boy finally. A little bit of honor coming to you for the work you did. Some of the things that you put out there that other people went, I had no idea what the hell that was all about. Your chicken movie, Foul Uprising, it was good. Not because I was in it, but because you've been doing it so long. You've got it down. You're ready now. And I'm proud of you. I'm more proud of you than you know. You're like the son I never wanted to have. But with all that being said, what it really comes down to is that 10 years ago, I had absolutely no idea that Kevin would do it for another 10 years. I had, oh, hey, yeah, I guess Kevin's still alive. Oh, okay. You had older folk in the crowd, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, hey, did you hear about Sarah? Oh, yeah, she got killed by a train. Oh, Jesus, really? I had no idea. I was expecting to hear that about Kevin, and what I really thought I would hear is that a car fell on him. Honest to God, I was like, you know, he works at Walmart. Motherfucker's there. What's going to happen is he's going to piss somebody off and they're going to drop a car on his ass. Yeah, that's too bad. Oh well, you know, we did do that chicken thing for a while. But in the end, all I can ever remember about you was that you would get up there, you would dance, prance, flash around, screaming about crazy shit. You were Elvis. Then you'd switch out of your sweaty clothing, you'd get in a chicken outfit. Then you became Santa Claus. I don't know how the hell that happened. But then you went from there, and you finally came out in something that looked like clothing, and you went in and you tried to do stand-up. And we all were so exhausted by the time you were done. It was like, I gotta clap because I don't know what the hell else to do. But in the end, here we are, 20 years later. I'm proud of you. I've said it before. You got some things to work on, but I'm sure you'll make it. As a matter of fact, I'm positive you'll make it. God bless Chicken Boy.
One more time for Dustin Catlin.